green laning, you can use any bike. It's all about respecting the speed and the terrain.
Off-road, you just do what you can do or what you want to do. I just love it, just love it. Just riding for hours and don't see anybody. It's just the best thing ever.
It's only just a question of shoving a couple of bikes in a van, coming up here, and it's a fine day out.
I passed my test about 5 years ago, but first year after I passed my test I was really scared, so I didn't ride at all. And then 4 years ago I went for ladies dirt camp in Greenfield with the DTRA, and I absolutely fell in love with the flat track. So same weekend I bought a CRF 125, and the weekend after I entered my first race. And since then I pretty much ride every week.
It's quite surprising to be so close to London, to have areas to ride. I think there's probably you could do 70 miles riding, and most of it is on trail riding, which is good fun, and it's a good variety of like technical bits, fast bits. So yeah, good variety of stuff to ride in the day. You don't need to buy a specialist bike. You can use what you've got and still have a great time.
I quite like the inappropriateness of the challenge of getting that bike across this terrain. I mean, basically it's got no suspension at the back, doesn't really have any suspension at the front, doesn't really have any brakes. It's got the same amount of power as a Briggs & Stratton lawnmower, but you know, and it's foot clutch and gear change, and when it's all going properly, I'm gurning.
With the road bike, I just can go on my own. I just can get lost for hours and hours. But if I didn't do the green laning before, I don't think so I would ride on the road because I wouldn't trust myself. I think it's about building the confidence or building the skills. Well, I definitely think I learned so many skills riding off-road.
It's cool to have something that's a mere 10 miles away from your house that could be in the middle of anywhere in the world, and it's nice how serene and quiet it is at times, and then we kind of bam. It almost gets safer as you go faster and more cocky, but you're controlling the bike in such a way that it kind of is how it's meant to be used. If you're confident, it kind of corrects itself. It's when you start hesitating, it starts getting a bit more hairy.
Even being really scared, like sometimes I shake or I actually feel sick to just, especially going downhill. For me it is like, why am I doing this? I don't really enjoy it. But as soon as you go down, it's like, oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, I did that. So we turn around and say, yeah, I did that. That's the nicest feeling.
Normally I'd carry a bum bag which has tools in it, but also in the bum bag I would carry some unusual things that are like trail tips. First off, I'd carry a condom. Not for what you think, but it's basically if you drop a modern bike and bang the radiator, you're losing water. You need to get water in there, so you can get to a stream and find water. But to get water in the radiator is difficult unless you have a condom, so it's a really good thing to carry. The other thing we carry in there is a sanitary towel in case it's a very hot event and it stops the sweat from coming into your eyes and making your eyes very kind of salty. So we put a sanitary towel on the head, pull the helmet on, and it's a very effective way of looking after that. And then if it's a very muddy event, we carry one lady's stocking or a pair of tights cut in half, and you pull them onto the front mud guard, and it stops the mud from sticking on the mud guard, and then it helps your steering and the mud guard doesn't go like that. But the most important thing is to never let your wife or girlfriend anywhere near your bum bag, because you'd never explain that lot away.